Hey guys, so Super Rugby is here, and I don't know about you, but it is pretty cold today over here in Bloemfontein. I'm pretty excited for some winter rugby, some winter Super Rugby especially. We haven't seen that in a couple of years, so we're probably going to see the second skins and stuff coming out. So this week we have two big games. We have the Highlanders versus the Chiefs, and then the Blues versus the Hurricanes. The second game probably a bit bigger than the first one, but the first one's still big. So let's get into the games, the selections that were made by the coaches, what the weather might be, all that type of stuff, the history between the sides. The first game, the Highlanders versus the Chiefs. The Highlanders were poor at the start of the regular season in Super Rugby, winning only one game out of 5. How much attention should we put onto those results into that season? Because a lot of time has passed, a lot of things could have changed since then. So, yeah, difficult to call. The Chiefs, they are struggling with injuries as always. It is the Chiefs, though, so that always happens. Sam Cane, their captain, is injured. Atumoli is out. Ta'avao is out as well. And then Allardyce is injured as well. So, they always struggle with that. It is tough to call. It is kind of a new season. There has been a lot of time passed, so it's a difficult one to call. The venue they're playing at, they are in Dunedin in Forsyth Bar Stadium. The conditions pretty clear, 6 degrees Celsius, so like I said, cold. Little wind to speak of. The referee, Paul Williams from New Zealand, the all-time record, 14 wins to 18 wins to the Chiefs. Wins at home, 7-9 to the Chiefs again. Wins in the last 10 head-to-head games does go to the Highlanders, 6-3, but yeah, that was with the Ben Smith era. Ben Smith has left now. It's basically just Aaron Smith being the only very experienced guy in that team. Well, him and Coltman. So, yeah. Getting into the sides that was selected, the biggest name that is left out, Cruden, he is on the bench. You'll see that in a little bit. So, yeah, that's pretty big name to leave out of your squad. I don't know if Gatland is kind of working already to the future because Cruden isn't going to be there, or any other thing that is maybe has a little bit of a niggle, or he had a niggle or something like that. I don't know. You can maybe let me know in the comments below. All the guys marked in red are the guys coming in that are changed from the previous game. Yes, that is a very, very long time ago, but I like doing that. It keeps me up to date and it keeps you up to date. How many players actually do change, and then you can see the continuity in the team. The Highlanders, they basically changed their whole backline. Aaron Smith and Josh Ioane, they are now the 9-10 combo. I think this could go a little bit better with Hunt at 10 and Josh Ioane at 12 in the regular season. Stuff didn't go so smoothly, to be honest. It just did not work out. In the off season, or in this whole shutdown period now, they spoke about putting Josh Ioane back, and we all wondered what that means for Mitch Hunt. Mitch Hunt is now at number 15, so hopefully that works well for him. He is actually a fly half, but the thing about Mitch Hunt, his drop goals are going to be crucial in this tournament, especially if we get to that golden point stage. Then Sam Gilbert, a very young player, is in at the wing, and then Nareki, the 7-star, is on the other wing. The Chiefs backline is a lot more stable. Damien McKenzie is still at the fullback, and he is always a threat. Everyone knows that. He will be crucial because we have to see him basically being the playmaker, with Caleb Trask being at number 10. He's still young, so Damien McKenzie will have to have a big influence on him as well. Tupaya, he's back at number 13, and we will want to see what he can still do. We saw a few glimpses of him in the regular season, but not all the hype that they put onto him were lived up to, but we could see there is a lot of potential there. At number 9, we never forget about Weber, who is captaining the side this weekend. And yeah, like I said in my previous video where I mentioned all the big names, or all the guys you have to look out for in this season, Weber, he's always the number 3 All Black, number 9, so yeah, he's very good. Then the Chiefs, they've brought in only 2 players up front. Laulala, he is back. It's good to see him back at the prop. And then Luke Jacobson, he is back as well. Remember, he's quite a good player. He missed the World Cup due to a concussion, and then he got a little injury again, or a couple of niggles again, so he's missed basically the whole year so far. So it's good to see him back as well. And he forms part of a very good loose forwards combination with Boshier. Boshier, like I said in that other video as well, I will link it up here if you want to check that out. Boshier, a very good loose forward. If there's turnovers in a match or a penalty at a ruck, be sure to watch out. It is Boshier doing that type of stuff all the time. Then we get to the Highlanders. They changed 3 players in their pack. Less changes than in their back line, so it's a little bit more stable. Look out for Makele Tu'u, the number 8. Very good, very like a lot of like Sututu, like I said in that other video, and he's an up and coming star. In the start of the year, we didn't really know who he was. Then Frizzell, obviously he's good, he's an all black player. And then changes in the lock as well, with Pare Parkinson coming in as well. Still the guy with the best name in the competition. So yeah. Then when we go to the bench, the Highlanders, they have a few changes there, especially the big one, Coltman being on the bench. Big player to have there, very experienced. Then they have Anton Leonard-Brown from the Chiefs' brother, Daniel Leonard-Brown, on there as well. He's a prop, not a center. And then they also made a couple of other changes. The Chiefs, they made a few changes. The biggest name you will see there is Triple T, number 21. I still can't pronounce that. Not gonna try. Aaron Cruden, he's the big type of player you want on your bench. The guy that can change a game completely around when he comes on. And then 7-star Nanai Satoro as well there. And yeah, he's still young. He can still make a big name for himself. And he has all the footwork you want when you want to change the game up a little bit at the end of the game. So yeah, the thoughts at the end of all of that. The Chiefs have only lost once in the last 5 games against the Highlanders. The last game that these two teams played was a 31-all draw. The Highlanders haven't beaten the Chiefs in Dunedin though since 2016, so not that good at home. Not to mention that the Highlanders had 2 losses in a row in the regular season as well. It was a big break, but still. History aside, the team of the Chiefs is a bit better. Their form is a bit better. If you look at the team that they have, it looks stronger. There's a bit more continuity in it as well. Unless the Highlanders changed a lot of stuff around and there's drastic changes to how they play, I can't see anything else than a Chiefs victory by 10 points. It could be a high-scoring game. If there's a game the Highlanders want to surprise, it would be this one. They are predicting 20,000 people to attend. Then we get into the second game, the Blues versus the Hurricanes. The Blues were one of the form sides heading into the shutdown, with 4 wins in a row against teams including the Hurricanes. The Blues won in Wellington last time in March, so the Blues have actually beaten the Hurricanes this year, but the Hurricanes have won in their last 5 visits to Eden Park. The conditions for this game, light rain, 13 degrees Celsius, a bit hotter than the other one because it's a bit earlier, but still 16 kilometers per hour wind that they are predicting. Mike Fraser is going to be the referee. Yeah, he's a bit tough on rucks, but okay, yeah. Then all-time wins, it is Hurricanes' favor. Wins at home, Hurricanes' favor, but it is pretty similar. But then you can see that last one, the head-to-head victories is not good. Before the last game that the Blues won earlier this year, the Hurricanes had a 9-game winning streak against the Blues. Before that, victory for the Blues. So that's where that one victory comes from. So have their fortunes changed? Remember, that victory was without Beauden Barrett on the park. Looking at the teams, yes, Beauden Barrett is back. That's the biggest news of all. He is at 15. The Blues, they always kind of say we would do a lot better if we had a world-class number 10. So then they pick their world-class number 10 now at number 15. Kidding aside, Aotearoa Black has been pretty good. You have to admit that. So bringing in Beauden Barrett at number 15, yes, I think that's good as well. Beauden Barrett is a top-class number 15 as well. His brother, Geordie Barrett, though, isn't going to be lucky enough to play this game where Beauden Barrett plays for the first time against his previous side. So Chase Tiatia comes in, and he's a very dangerous player. He loves setting up guys next to him. Wes Goosen also comes in for Kobus van Wyk. Wes is a prolific try scorer as well. Just like the other wing, Ben Lam, very big runner, loves scoring tries, and you'll see him next year in France. Laumape versus Fayane at the 12 battle will be big as always. It's fun to watch it. Both of them are short, bulky type centre, so good to see them. Then Jackson Garden Bishop at number 10. He is also a centre like number 10. I think he weighs 100 kgs as well, so big number 10 against Aotearoa Black. We'll see how that goes. And then the Blues have a lot of scoring potential out wide as well, with Rico Ioane, Talia, Clark and Beauden Barrett. So yeah, this game could have a lot of tries, but that rain that they are predicting, if you're thinking that's going to bring the New Zealand sides down, think again. They do score a lot of tries in the rain. Up front, the Blues made a few changes, but mostly good ones. You'll see the loose forward combo is pretty good, with Big Red Tom Robinson in there, Gibson in as well, and then Hoskins Sotutu. Look out for this guy. You're gonna remember his name after this competition. Then Captain Tuipulotu comes back in as well. He's the lock for the All Blacks as well. And then another All Black comes in, Tuongafasi at the prop, so it's good to see him back as well. The Hurricanes, they also made a couple of changes, with the one cap All Black prop also coming in, so they are stocking up quite a bit. Then Scrafton and Prinsep comes in, and look out especially for the Hurricanes with Dane Coles. Very good player, everyone knows that, especially when he kind of gets out on the wing and starts running it, surprisingly. And then Duplessis Karifi, big tackler, he's making a name for himself at the moment. That's going to be big for him to make a name for in front of the rest of the world, quite frankly. Then next up on the bench, you'll see the biggest name there, or the biggest news there. Odi Savea is on the bench. He's back from his injury. And then another bit of news, I don't think they actually spoke of it a lot, but the 6-2 split, you'll remember it from the World Cup, with the Springboks having their bomb squad that they spoke of. So having 6 forwards and 2 backs. Odi Savea, hey, if you need him on centre, I'm sure he can fill in if there's a lot of injuries. So, yeah. The other big names for the Hurricanes on the bench, look out for Aumua. He's a pretty good hooker, if you haven't heard of him before. And then Jamie Booth, very good number 9 as well, a live wire. Yeah, he doesn't take away anything from the team when he comes on for Perenara. Then for the Blues, they have Papali'i on the bench. He's a big tackler, and he's also present at the breakdown as well. Then Christie, he is on debut against his previous side, just like Beauden Barrett is. And then Matt Duffy is in for his 50th game. Dangerous attacker, and he is a prolific try scorer. He just has a knack of scoring tries. I actually like him a lot. He plays for the Barbarians all the time. In summary, the Hurricanes won all 5 previous games in Auckland. The Blues' 4-game winning streak in the regular season. The last time they had a good winning streak like that was back in 2011. The Hurricanes have only lost 1 of their last 9 games away from home in the regular Super Rugby season. But history aside, not forgetting to look at the players on the park. The backlines are pretty even. The Blues, they have a better 10, I would say, but the Hurricanes number 9 is way better. Beauden Barrett, though, for the Blues, swings it a bit in their direction. The scrubs pretty even, lineouts pretty even. The only decider will be to see how the loose forwards perform. I think the Blues loose forwards that they have on the park does have it a bit better. But remember, the Hurricanes have Savea coming off the bench, so yeah, that's going to be close. But I think the Blues do have a little bit of an edge here. I think the Blues could win it by 5 points in front of 35,000 people that they are predicting. They're saying more could actually come. So I hope that for the best for the Blues. As you can see, I have their jersey. It's the only franchise jersey I have. So yeah, I'm supporting them, I think. So yeah, I'm supporting the Blues. Let me know down in the comments who you are supporting. And then also join the SkinnyBru pools that is down in the comments as well. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.